Welcome once again to my YouTube channel. This reflects image. If this is your first time visiting, don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel and also turn on the notification icon. If you have any question, you can contact me and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. So in this video, I will show you how I transform this picture to this using some of my PNG collections. So you guys might be saying I do advertise my product a lot. I'm mandating it for you guys to buy. Well, it's not mandatory, it's kind of necessary to get a 5. And these are part of my latest collection of PNG and overlays. As you can see, here's what our picture looked like before, and look at what we transform our picture to. And I'll be showing you the step I use in doing that. So it's very easy and straightforward. So with no further ado, let's jump into action. So I won't be starting from scratch because I've actually removed my model from the background, and also I've removed the chair from where my model was sitting down, and also I've smoothed the background. Here is what the background looks like before. As you can see, I've expanded the background and I'm smoothing it off. If you want to learn how I do all that, there are other videos done in my channel that is going to help you out. All I'm just trying to do here is to do a little bit of show off of the overlay collections I have, and also my PNG file, and also my color grading lots, which you guys need to get. So I'll be dropping the ones you'll be using for free practice. I'll drop some PNG files, but I won't be dropping some in particular because they are part of the premium collection which I have right now. But I'll be dropping some you can be using to practice in your own leisure time and send the picture back to me for review. So now I will start from bringing in all the files I'll be using, starting from the overlay down to the PNG file. So I'll open it up. As you can see, I've grouped everything all together. As you can see now, I have only my model. Let me turn everything below. Let me turn it off. So you can see I have my model without the chair she's sitting on right now. So I'm going to turn everything back on right now. As you can see, I've smoothed my background, I've expanded it, and there are other videos, especially the one I dropped as of recent, which include my picture there. So I showed you how I expanded the background because this is the same setup I use, and do this also how I smoothen the background. All I'll be doing right now is to bring in my overlays and my PNG, then we call it a day. The first thing I will bring in, I will have to bring in this curtain over here because as you can see, it's not giving me the vibe I want. I love the way it is initially, but I don't love the way the curtain is. So I'm going to bring in another curtain to replace that. So in case you're interested in getting any of my picture editing file, from my overlays down to my color lookup, which is my lot file, so you just have to scroll down to your video. So under the comment, this is my description. So it's not going to load the description for you. You just have to click on show more, click on it. So it's going to show all the options. Once it does that, just click on my store link. So here's my store link. Once you click on it, it's going to take you directly to my store. So you can actually select any file you want. From the color lookup, this is a light skin lots. This is a feather which I use in my recent video. This is 100 premium baby overlays. This is my first video course. This video course entails on how to download all the files I want. The site I use in downloading all my files free of charge, including my Photoshop panels also. This includes my PNG files. This includes all my packs, all my picture editing files, my premium overlay, my PNG, my flying fabrics, my color lookup, my presets. So once you buy this, you've already bought everything apart from this one. So here is my flying fabrics. Here is my, in case you want to give me any project for me to work on. Here's my color lookup. Here is my background overlay, and here is my preset file. So in case you're interested in buying any one, you can actually go for them. The good news there is that you can actually buy your own currency, any currency of your choice. You can buy with any currency of your choice. So I just have to go down to my file manager. I'll go down to my file manager, then I'll look for where my curtain is part of my files. So I'm going to look for it, I'll search for it, and I'll drag it down to my Photoshop once I see it. So these are part of my other PNG files. So in case you're interested in getting them, just go down to my store. The link of my store is down below. You can just go down there and purchase there, or you can contact me via my WhatsApp. My number is displaying on top of the video right now. So I'm going to click on the PNG file, then I'll drag it down to my Photoshop. So I'm going to make it be at the top of this one to cover it completely, so you can see. Then I will drag it down until I see fit. So I'll click on OK, but the issue I'm having right now is that it's covering my model's leg, and the major reason there is that it's actually above my model layer. As you can see right over here, it's supposed to be directly below my model layer, not above it. So I'm going to drag it down so that it's going to be below my model layer. As you can see, it fits in perfectly. So the next thing I will do right now is to go and bring the second overlay I'll be using right now. I'll go to my file manager, then I'll go to where my new overlays are. So I'm going to scroll down. As you can see, these are the collection of my latest file. They are 108 in numbers, so it contains PNG and overlay, and I'll be giving it out for just 4,000 naira. Okay, let's bring it down to 3,000 naira for the first 20 people who make purchase of this, starting from now till further notice. So once I get my first 20 people, file is going to go straight to 5,000 naira. So if you are using other currency like US dollar, it's going to be selling for 5 US dollar. So just have to drag it down to my Photoshop. This is the value I want to use right now. I'll drag it down to my Photoshop, and the beauty there is that I actually have an angle over here which is going to fit perfectly for what I want to bring in. So, and the mirror also is coming from this direction also. As you can see, the beauty is there. All I just need to do now is just to expand it until I see fit, until it fits the place I want it to be perfectly. So I think it's okay around this way. All I need to do is just to click on my OK. Then under my blend mode, I'll change it from normal, I'll bring it down to soft light. As you all know, that's the blend mode you usually use. Then I'll click on my OK. Then as you can see, it's not placing the way I want it to. I'm going to click on Ctrl T for free transform. Then I'm going to drag it up until it's going to fit in the perfect location I want it to be. So I think I want it around this way. I just have to click on my OK. As you can see right now, but the issue I'm having right now is creating some shadows for me which I don't like here, which I'll be cleaning off right now. How am I going to do that? The first thing I'll be doing is to create a mask on it, create a layer mask on it. Then I'm going to pick my gradient tool. I'll make sure it's on the first selection. Then I'm going to scroll over the area I don't want it to be. As you can see, it's going to clean it up for me. As you can see right now, it's going to clean it up for me. So automatically it's going to fit in perfectly the way we want it to be. So that being said, now the next step is for you to start bringing in the other files we need, like the stool, the box she will be sitting on. She's currently sitting on the normal stool right now, but actually this is just like a show off of the PNG file, what it can do, what it does. So I'll just go back to my file manager, now look for the box. I can actually bring this to this still look artistic in nature, but this is not what I want to use at the moment. I'll just scroll down until I see the one I want in particular. As you can see, I have so many boxes part of my collection right now. I have so many of them. So I'm still searching for the one that will go perfectly with what I want to do. Still searching for it. So most of the time what to do is try and error, keep trying to see what is going to give us the perfect result. So I think this is the one I will be using right now. Just have to drag it down to my Photoshop. As you can see, I'll expand from the side, I'll increase it until I'm no longer seeing this tool again. I want it to cover up this tool for me. I'm going to increase it around this way. As you can see right now, let me take it up a little bit. As you can see, so I'm going to adjust it until I see fit. As you can see right now, then I'll click on my OK. So if the adjustment is not okay, I just have to click on my pick tool. Then I'm going to move it to my navigational key to whatever area I want it to be. So that being said, now after we brought into Photoshop, it's a little bit too bright for my liking right now. All I just need to do is just to bring down the brightness by clicking on Ctrl M. Then from the middle, I'm going to drag it down. As you can see right now, click on our OK. So I think we are getting something nice. We're getting something nice right now. So the next thing we need to do, where she's sitting on, we need to create a little bit of shadow on it. So it's going to look as if she's sitting there, not that to just place it there. So shadow is kind of hard to create in Photoshop, but this one I will create right now is kind of very simple and straightforward to do. What I need to do now is just to create an empty new layer above the layer we just brought in right now, which is my reflex latest 51. So I'm just going to click on my empty new layer, then I'll pick on my gradient, so I'll make sure it's on black. What I just need to do right now, just to scroll over this area, Ctrl Z. I'll be making the second selection under my gradient. Then I'm going to scroll over this area this way. As you can see, it's going to be creating the shadows for us, and it's going to look more real as possible. As you can see right now, the shadow is there. So that being said, right now the next step we'll be doing is this tool we actually brought, the boxes we brought in does not have its own shadow, so we are going to be creating a shadow for it also. So for you to do that, we're going to click on the layer directly below it. So this is the layer we brought in. This is the layer of the box. So I'm going to click on the layer directly below it, which is my background layer, with this layer I just brought in. So I'm going to create an empty new layer on it. Then I'll pick my polygonal axle tool. Then I'm going to make some selection around the box this way. It's going to be closer to the box, as you can see, this way. I'm going to move it this way. You can see right now. I'm going to move it this way because without the shadow, it's not going to make sense. So whatever you do at the back does not concern it. This is the area that is going to show. So make sure you meet up at the place you start from. Then right click on it. Then go to feather. Under feather you can use 30 pixels as a feather. Then click on your OK. So you still right click on it again, then go to fill. Under fill, you go to color, then you're going to fill with 100% black. Then you click on your OK, then Ctrl D to select. You can see right now we actually created the shadow, and if the opacity of the shadow is too much, just bring it down, bring the opacity down until you see fit. So that being said, right now, as you can see, we're having a nice manipulated picture right now. So now let me go back to the picture and see what you're going to be bringing in again. Okay, I think we're bringing in this Louis Vuitton box, and also this box I have over here. So let's go back to our Photoshop. So then I'll still go back to my file manager again. Then I'll look for the box I'll be bringing in next. Okay, this is the Louis Vuitton box right now. So I'll just have to drag it down to my Photoshop. Drag it to my Photoshop. I'm going to reduce the size and bring it to where I want it to be. I'll reduce it again. I'll just click on my OK. But the issue I'm having right now is it's directly below what we just brought in right now, and it's supposed to be above. So what are we going to do right now? So as you can see, it's below every layer here. So I just have to drag it to the top. So you can see right now, it's going to bring it automatically to the top. And the beauty about this is that it actually has its own reflection and also its own shadow. So I don't have to stress myself bringing in any shadow again or creating any shadow. So the next thing I'll be doing right now is to go back to the file manager again. And I'll bring in the last box. As you all know, these boxes, we do buy them over here. If you want to get boxes like this in your studio, you actually need to buy them, something like this. You actually need to meet furniture to do something like this for you. But having the PNG is kind of a joy to me. So you can just get this collection. It's kind of small, 108 in total, but trust me, it's going to give you a hell of a job. So what I need to do is just to click on it. Then I'll still drag it down to my Photoshop. And I'm going to reduce the size to whatever size I want it to be. So I'm just going to look for a place to just place it there. I'll click on my OK. As you can see, it's actually still too bright than the rest. I'll still click on my Ctrl M. I'm going to drag it from the middle and bring it down. I'll click on my OK. Then we're good to go. The next thing you can just start to do right now is to start your color grading, which is very easy and straightforward to do if you are using my LUT and also my preset and also my gradient map. So as you all know, the first step to my color grading is adding a little bit of vintage to my picture. So for you to start that, click on the uppermost layer of the picture you're working on or the document you're working on. Then go to your clicker marker tool, hold down your shift key, then circle around your subject. Hold the shift key down, circle around the subject. Then you drag it to the location you want it to be. I think I want it to be around this way. So you are going to invert the selection by clicking on Ctrl, Shift and I at the same time. So after doing that, you just go to your adjustment layer down here. You click on your solid color, then fill it with 100% black. Click on your OK. Then you click on the max. It's going to load up the property for you. You increase the feather to 368 above. It can be 250 depending on the one you want. Let's wait for it to load up. As you can see right now, I think 360 is still not okay for me. I'll still keep increasing. I think 545 is okay. What I need to do right now is just to reduce the opacity of it right now. Just to reduce the opacity, I'll wait for it to load up. So I'll just bring the opacity down to whatever radius I want it to be. I think it's okay around this way. Then I click on my OK. So now I can just end it up by bringing in my best and my favorite color lookup, which is my Mela chocolate. All I just need to do is to go to my adjustment layer, click on my color lookup, open it up, then I'll scroll down and look where my Mela chocolate is, and boom, automatically it's created a piece of art for us. Very simple and straightforward to do. There's not too much stress here. If you have the time, if you're committed to it, you're actually going to get the nice results. So it's just very simple, as long as you have the necessary file you need to do it. So I think that's about today's tutorial, guys. Thanks for watching. All the files I use are available for sale in my store, including my latest collection, which is available for sale for just 3,000 naira now. So that's about today's tutorial, guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and also turn on the notification icon. If you have any question, you can contact me and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. See you guys on my next tutorial. One love.